so squeaky. Welcome back to match day 19 of the 2021 MF Alumni FFL Draft Pick Choice Tournament. We are almost done here. We're on to our third place match, the second to last game of this tournament. Tonight we've got a hopeful banger. This is our second of the night, actually. Second of our doubleheader night. A hopeful banger between Crayon's Dolphins and my Buccaneers. We both got here by way of the pre-quarters. I took down Preston and Conair en route to losing to Gibby, who we'll be seeing tomorrow night. And Crayon took down Joe S. and Colin, who we just saw in the last game, en route to losing to Rob, who we will also be seeing tomorrow night in the finals. So tonight we've got a Florida showdown. We've got our first of our two consecutive games taking place in Raymond James Stadium. Go Bucks and all that. But this should be a good one. The 5 seed and the 7 seed in this matchup. Let's take a look at these teams. 3 overall difference between the teams. Not a huge thing, we always say. If you're within, 5 or 6, it really just comes down to how the players play on the field. Taking a look at these teams, though. Crayon's team has Russell Wilson leading the charge here. Behind him, in case of emergency, we have Ryan Tannehill. And sorry, I was already getting ahead of myself. Ryan Tannehill, and in case of extra emergency, Jalen Hurts as a third-string quarterback. At running backs, we have Ezekiel Elliott, who will be doing, Ezekiel Elliott and Austin Eckler, who will be sharing the duties tonight. Zeke will be in the normal running back spot, as well as the power running situations, and Austin Eckler will be handling the passing situations. Behind those two, we've got Melvin Gordon, Tony Pollard, and Chase Edmonds in case of fatigue, emergency, etc., etc. Wide receivers, we're going to mostly see the trio of Allen Robinson, Terry McLaurin, and Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley will be manning the slot, putting Allen Robinson in the X and Terry McLaurin in the Z. So everyone in their proper roles, I guess you could say. I don't know. Maybe McLaurin will be an X one day. He kind of could be now. It's just because Washington has no receivers. That's a diatribe, though. Continuing on. Behind those 3 receivers, we've got Corey Davis and Deebo Samuel in the receiving core for Miami. At tight end, we have Evan Engram and Dalton Schultz. The kicker, Jason Sanders, and, of course, the Dolphins' defense, which is why he is the Dolphins. Kick and punt return-wise, Tony Pollard will be our main kick returner, with Deebo Samuel doing backup kick return work. But for whatever reason, Deebo Samuel was a better punt returner, so Deebo will be the punt returner. Over on the home team, that's Andy. My Buccaneers, we've got Dak Prescott at the helm with Mitch Trubisky backing him up. At running back, we've got Saquon Barkley doing most of the work here. He'll be in the normal spots and the passing spots, with James Robinson in the power running situations. So a lot less James Robinson than we will see of Austin Eckler, but he'll probably get at least a couple snaps. Behind those guys, we've got Cam Akers. Recover well, sir. I hope that you're back by 2022. We got Sony Michel, the newest Los Angeles Ram. Damian Harris, of course, and Dare Ogunbowale. At wide receiver, we've got the trio of A.J. Brown, DJ Moore, and Mike Williams. In the slot will be DJ Moore, so A.J. Brown will be playing X, and Mike Williams playing Z. Behind those three, we have CeeDee Lamb and Michael Pittman Jr. rounding out the wide receiver core. At tight end, we have Dallas Goedert and Noah Fant. I think we've switched the order of those as we've lived and learned through this tournament. So Fant will be the main tight end, Goddard playing backup. And, of course, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And what ended up being the highest-rated defense in the game by the end of the season, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, thanks to their incredible defensive run leading up to the Super Bowl. On special teams, our main kick returner is going to be Antoine Winfield Jr. He's a free safety, so he comes with the defense. And DJ Moore will be doing the secondary kick return duties. And at punt returner, similar to how it worked on the Dolphins, DJ Moore was a higher-rated punt returner, so DJ Moore will be returning punts. Jump into the game. Florida showdown, which means inevitably some Florida man will run onto the field. Just kidding. I don't think that's coded into Madden. If it is, though, that'd be a fun Easter egg. But quick presentation, 12 minute quarters and 15-second play clock remaining. Those are our settings for this tournament, as always. So let's jump into it. I guess it won't be as always because the next one will be the Super Bowl presentation instead of quick presentation. But, that's kind of splitting hairs. So here we are, Crayons, Dolphins, kicking off to my Buccaneers to start this one out. Let me undeafen myself in Discord. Hello. Hello. We got Adam here on the mic.
As Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Miami Dolphins.
Somewhat.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that takes us from second to third down.
Had the right idea.
After a run and then a panic throwaway, it looks like we're into an early third down situation here. 3rd and 7 for the Buccaneers.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Pirates.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's airing it
Shucking
out for
it deep.
Williams.
Looks like it's a one-on-one. Mike Williams. How did you drop that? Oh my God. He had it and he turned around and then it fell out of his hands apparently. That could have been a touchdown if he wanted it to be. Anyway, 4th down and the punt unit will be coming out.
They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage
Who's doing this matchup?
The incompletion.
Crayon Dolphins, me Buccaneers.
The punt team on now as Pinion
This is
sends
for
this one away.
3rd pick. Well, and 4th pick. But
a 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Their own 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there.
functional scramble by Russell Wilson, who gets it 10 yards. We're calling it 2nd and inches. Up to the Dolphins' own 36.
Pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They go play action now. Wilson. And now he's going to use his legs. The rushing numbers for Wilson.
Another Russell Wilson scramble gets them up to the 43. New set of downs.
Showing it there, picking up the first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and able to work about 5 yards.
Ezekiel Elliott on the rush, getting about 5 yards before Jamel Dean gets to him.
Brandon, 5 yards.
That's going to take them up to the Miami 47.
Make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson.
Home run ball out of Russell Wilson. Out of bounds to the left side. Incomplete, of course. They're down in 5 now.
Fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing
I was kind of looking at something else, but I'm going to guess that was an incompletion based on 4th and 5 and the clock stopped. So that will bring out the punt unit. And my Buccaneers will get another shot at this.
Matt Hawk is on to punt.
Quick note on the lines. We had Tampa Bay favored by 2.5 here, with the over-under set at 42.5. So this is, you know, the house is expecting this one to be a lower scoring game versus other games in this tournament.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Oh boy, Dak nearly throws an interception there. Slipped through his fingers. Got away with that one. 2nd and 10 now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Saquon takes the screen pass and gets himself 8 yards out of it. 3rd and 2 now, upcoming for the Buccaneers.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he gets it to the 34.
Saquon with a very patient run behind his offensive lineman. Seems like a generous spot, but I'm certainly not going to complain about it. 1st and 10 up to the Buccaneers' own 34-yard line.
But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a toss right to
Outside
Barkley.
pitch to Saquon. Does seem to be hit or miss in this Madden. But Saquon fighting forward through a couple of defenders and reaching. Gets himself to 3rd and inches. Not quite the first down, but certainly making something out of nothing there.
About the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Big ball on 3rd and inches out of Dak Prescott here. A.J. Brown kind of stops, and that's going to be an arm punt. Byron Jones at the INT, but steps out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Dolphins take over here, backed up against their own end zone.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards
on the last run, getting a bit of space here. Another running play.
Ahead of the
Buccaneers find him in the backfield and stop Ezekiel Elliott. They're going to build up the 6-yard line. It's 3rd and 7.
A loss of 1.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Sure looks like a passing formation here for Miami.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, Russell shaking a couple defenders that could have stopped him for a safety. Devin White stops him before the first down line, though. So that's going to be 4th and 3, and that's going to be a Miami punt unit coming out.
On his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. 46 yards on
DJ Moore trying to put some moves on some dudes, but instead gets flattened on his back. Looks like he'll not actually be injured, though, so he'll be right back here on the field to catch some balls.
They'll start out on the ground,
or just block for Saquon. Either way.
He's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Saquon trudging forward for another 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 now. Tampa on their own 48, so very near to midfield.
Getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Saquon with the reception from Dak, can't quite shake the defender, taken down after a 1-yard gain, 3rd and 5 now.
We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
This entire game has been Saquon so far from the Tampa Bay side of things.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Kind of expected.
To the right side, and he's got more.
I guess so. I was hoping that Dak would at least throw to some of these wide receivers, which I guess here he gets one to DJ Moore, but only a 3-yard gain before his momentum takes him out of bounds. 4th and 2 on the 48, so we're going to punt right back to Miami.
You know, you throw the ball to someone,
as I said, projected lower scoring game.
Make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Good bounce on that punt.
Special teams work here. This is knocking
on
the
door.
Dead
at the 6-yard line.
At the 6-yard line.
So Miami starting yet another drive, backed up and behind their own 10.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And
looks like a completion to Cole Beasley in the slot there. 3-yard reception. 2nd and 7 on the 9.
Defensively, you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now
Russell
you put
finds
the
that hole and hits it.
That's
going to be a nice gain up to the 30-yard line. Russell Wilson on the scramble. Who set it down?
A lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker.
8-yard completion to Evan Ingram.
Gain, 2nd and 2.
Keeping some momentum going forward.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action. Now Wilson.
Russell finds a man and hits him in stride. That's Dalton Schultz getting some breakaway run. Jordan Whitehead stops him just before the end zone, pushes him out of bounds at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for the Dolphins.
And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson.
Ooh, jump ball there, complete to Allen Robinson. Absolutely makes a mockery of the defender there. Touchdown Miami. 7-0 and a lead here at the end of the 1st quarter for Crayon.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They begin with a run by Barkley. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're
couple of plays here to end out the first quarter. Nothing really important there, but Crayon leading. I'm just gonna, I don't know. Do I just third person this? Crayon leading Andy 7-0 at the end of the first.
The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Oh my God.
And he took the contact as he was throwing
that was
it.
silly.
And the ball drops in
completely
complete.
unblocked man rushing, and Dak just shrugs him off.
And now it's
and then still
down.
does nothing and gets himself
They certainly
knocked
thought
out.
they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though
4th and 8 punt unit coming on.
If you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Wilson on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have.
Seems
in
pretty
their
clear that
receivers
Russell
to come
Wilson
down with
is
the
much more
ball.
equipped
But
to
sometimes you
handle
have to be careful you don't
blitzing
get
pressure
too
than Dak
confident
Prescott.
and throw an
Just watching these
interception.
two side by side in this game. Or I guess I should say the Madden versions of them.
Yeah, I would see that as the Madden's perception.
Yeah, it's like Russell notices the pressure and does something about it, whereas Dak either ignores it, doesn't notice it, or like decides what to do a little too late.
Well, that's a good start to this drive.
Which kind of makes sense for, you know, the two of them in their careers.
Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll go out of bounds.
Honestly, pretty cool. That's like
right
baked into a video.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short
Yep.
game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th
Or
down
just like the
situation.
awareness
Nice
stat.
job defensively.
Yeah, I
They knew
think
where the
there's
sticks were. They got
quarterback
the stop
traits too
before.
that kind of,
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's
what's the
on
word
the
I'm looking
punt
for,
for
that kind of define
Miami.
that behavior. Like, there's a sense of pressure rating on quarterbacks. So it's like Russell is probably like ideal and Dak is probably like average or something.
43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Prescott. And this will be incomplete.
Solid pass break up there
Physical
by
play
number
on the
23 on the
football there, and
Dolphins,
it's second
knocking the ball
down.
away from A.J.
With
Brown.
the dime look on defense,
That's
two
going
extra
to be 2nd
defensive
and 10.
backs on the
Buccaneers
field
still
and
on their
covered
own
up essentially
16-yard
every
line
blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
after the punt that I didn't even mention. So that happened.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott.
Oh, yeah, see right there, like, some dude comes flying in, and like, all Dak can think to do is kind of turn around a little bit.
Raekwon Davis gets him for a loss.
Maybe I can run away from
What
this.
great push up front.
No, you're not running away from that, dude. He's got a full head of steam.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just
Probably why his legs
five
broke
at
and
this
Russell's
point.
ain't.
This'll be a
Yeah,
tough
yeah,
3rd
perhaps.
and 18. To throw is Prescott.
Hey, that works, though. We'll take those. Wide open A.J. Brown, about 30 yards down the field. First down, Tampa Bay.
Storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding
Found a hole in
window
the zone
on a route
there.
like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it.
Dak got lucky that he slipped through that tackle. And then got lucky that Madden Defender AI is terrible at recognizing a scramble until they're past the line of scrimmage, and ended up with a 24-yard run.
You saw the route start to develop downfield.
Up to the Miami 42.
Maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 38, Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down they go.
Dak is going to get himself hurt in this game. These sacks are just like so brutal.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Thank God I've got Mitch.
The momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Bucs on 3rd down.
3rd and 17.
Just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Prescott. He's going
big ball.
Deep for Brown.
Complete. A.J. Brown finds it and bails him out yet again.
Have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10. Up to the Miami 17.
That was 3rd and 16, but
thank God for A.J. Brown.
Anyway. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Prescott now. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Smooth rounding the corner for DJ Moore on that crosser route. I think he got himself, yes he did, 10 yards on that play. 1st and goal on the 6 now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag
that's right, you have him
in the
in the
run away
Dynasty
from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than
Or just generally at a boy, but
oh, I thought you said that's my boy. Sorry, misheard you.
And you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Pass broken up. Pass to A.J. Brown in the end zone. Fair enough. 2nd and goal to continue on.
Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one
Byron
free.
Jones doing Byron Jones shit.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To the air again, Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll be
Noah Fant with the reception, not into the end zone yet. So 3rd and goal on the 1-yard line.
Saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Oh my God. Oh, Dak found the open DJ Moore, but it bounced off an oblivious Mike Williams' helmet that was in the way. Incomplete. 4th and goal on the 1. Please don't kick a field goal.
An unexpected 4th down here.
Alright, they're going for it. This looks like it's just J-Rob up the damn middle. Oh, even better. Who's that, Andrew Beck? We got a fullback touchdown, baby.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point.
Game is back to even. 5:21 left in the 1st half.
And Charles, maybe that's when they had dialed up. Hey,
not yet, but I don't think there's been a missed extra point this entire tournament. Alright, game is back to even. 5:21 left in this half.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Wilson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Some solid pass rush, but Russell Wilson gets the ball out and finds his boy Evan Ingram. Big play on first down on this drive, up to nearly midfield.
Certainly feels like there are more stars
on their
at
own
the tight end
49,
position than there were even 10
2
years
downs.
ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route...
There we go. We finally found a sack. Vita Vea and Ndamukong Suh teaming up to finally take down Russell Wilson. He's been slippery all day.
The O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now
gets 2 yards on the scramble this time, but Devin White stops him before he does too much damage. So 3rd and 16, Miami on their own 43.
Able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Russell Wilson complete. Oh no, wait, he didn't get both feet in? They might challenge that. Evan Ingram on the sideline looked like he got both feet in. They're ruling it out of bounds at the moment, 4th and 16. We'll see. I thought he got 2 in. No challenge though. Okay, we take those. Hunt goes off, so it will be Buccaneers ball here.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man.
There we go. Jump ball to Mike Williams. Finally doing what he's capable of. That is kind of his MO. Catch the ball and fall over. But big ball to Mike Williams. Catches it on the right side of the field. Dak barely gets that out before meeting a defender. And that'll take the Buccaneers up to the Miami 47.
Scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he's correct.
Dart to Noah Fant called in. New first down.
That's good
34-yard line.
First to pick up of 12 yards.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
change of pace on a run with Saquon, gets about 7 yards up to the 28-yard line, and that will bring about the 2-minute warning here in the first half of play.
For a really nice game.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. Toward the left side.
Gets a little spooked and throws one out of bounds. 3rd and 3. Still got another down to work with, so no harm, no foul, we hope. And yes, this is a completely biased broadcast. I make no promises to the otherwise.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. He's got a man.
Another jump ball complete to Mike Williams. Down at the 2, so 1st and goal here on the 2-yard line. This is so high risk, high reward, but as long as it keeps working, right?
You do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like
he's 2 for 3 on plays like that.
Right? We always talk about that one.
There was that one he dropped for like no good reason.
The receiver or the guy covering him.
Oh, and finds a strike to A.J. Brown in the end zone. That's going to put another 6 on the board for Tampa Bay.
A.J. Brown there to make the grab.
You love to see a touchdown from a grown-ass man like this.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second.
Guess there was a booth review that is upheld, as we all knew it should be.
It's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to
Mitchell Trubisky with the hold. The extra point is good. 14-7. Buccaneers take the lead.
And that makes the score 14-7.
1:19 left in the first half. And 3 timeouts on either side. So Russell Wilson and the boys with a chance to do something. I believe the Dolphins receive after the half. So if they could draw this even and then get the ball, that'd be nice for them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another
All right, looks
first
like I
and
missed
10.
first down. And a timeout.
Now Wilson. Caught out left side by Robinson.
There's another first down and another
The Dolphins
timeout.
gonna take their
Dolphins
second
now
timeout
past midfield
as
into
stoppage
the
will
Buccaneers
come with a
territory
little
on their
under a minute to
47.
go in this first half.
1 timeout left and 57 seconds on the clock, so this is going to be some hurry-up offense unless Madden gets lucky and accidentally throws some balls toward the sideline.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed.
Shaq Barrett getting through the coverage, what's the word I'm looking for? Through the offensive lineman, through the protection. That's the one. Anyway, Shaq Barrett sack.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
He hits Beasley right side.
Beasley putting the spin move on someone right into the waiting hands of Jason Pierre-Paul. And that's going to be Miami using their third timeout here. After that completion, we're looking at a 3rd and 12 on the Buccaneers' 49-yard line. 21 seconds remaining. And again, no timeouts for the Dolphins.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of Eckler.
Pass complete to Austin Eckler. No one can seem to wrap him up, and then they push him out of bounds at the 35.
The Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First down for the Dolphins. 14 seconds, no timeouts.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami.
Oh, they're just doing it. They're just going to go for the field goal now.
Right,
they already know that they're not going to be able to complete one and actually get out of bounds again, so they're just going to kick it. And it's up, and it is good. Jason Sanders with the 52-yarder. That's going to put 3 points on the board for Miami. 10 seconds left on the clock. I suspect this will just be a kickoff and a quick run. And then Miami will be receiving the ball out of the half.
But they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time
Quick kneel down from Dak Prescott, and that's going to send us into halftime.
So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game.
Awaiting
as we toss it an hour or so east of here
kickoff to
to
Tony Pollard to kick
Orlando.
us off
It's
for the
Jonathan
second half.
Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that.
Little dump off pass over the middle to Austin Eckler, 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2 now on the 40-yard line. Did I just completely? No, Tony Pollard had a good return. I was like, did I completely ignore a first down?
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him.
Loss of 1 on the counter play by Austin Eckler. I guess depends who you ask. Still counted as 3rd and 2. Back to the 39-yard line now.
Lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to
Levante David breaking into the backfield to stop that run from getting a first down. 4th and 1 on the Miami's 40-yard line.
Another down on the scoreboard.
I suspect that means punt.
It's almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And now Prescott.
Okay, well, after a banger of a punt that started the drive on the 1-yard line, Dak has taken a sack in the end zone, and that's going to be a safety for Miami. Compliments of Raekwon Davis.
You're exactly right, partner. This was
Tampa Bay preparing to punt. To the whole kickoff punt thing. 14-12 now. That's one way to get a strange scoreline.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson rolling to his left. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a
Russell Wilson in the scramble to the outside. Devin White gets his mitts on him and drags him out of bounds. 3rd and 8 here on Miami's 36.
He's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Wilson.
Oh, Russell trying to get a little screen pass, bouncing off some helmets, nearly gets picked by a defensive lineman, but falls incomplete ultimately. 4th and 8 here on their own 36, so we expect the punt will come out, and Tampa Bay will get another shot to hopefully not give up another safety.
As they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of
completion to Noah Fant on the right side. A slow turnaround animation, so they're going to get him about 6 yards, and that's it. 2nd and 4 now on the Buccaneers' own 25-yard line.
A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Noah Fant again, this time complete for a first down. Buccaneers up to the 39-yard line, getting a new set of downs.
So many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Oh, Prescott stripped, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able
to
corral it. Yes, the Bucs
sack
have
on
it. Tampa
Dak,
Bay keeps
squirts the
possession.
ball out,
And that
but
ball popped free.
one
We
of the
could hear
offensive
it all
line
the way up
falls
here,
on
those
it.
guys down on the field alerting everyone of the
6-yard loss on
fumble.
the play.
He's lucky that
But
his
Buccaneers
offensive
retain
mates picked
possession.
him up and jumped on it.
2nd
Yeah,
and
you have
16.
to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the
Lucky
huddle.
break.
Guys, we have the lead. Just
Yep,
take
I'm
care
certainly
of the
not going to
football.
complain about that.
Make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon
Dak
Barkley.
finding his man on the
And he'll be
perimeter.
out of bounds after getting
Saquon
this
Barkley,
across the
that is a 9-yard gain.
Keeping
3rd
my
and
feet
7
on that
now.
one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Dak finds an open DJ Moore on the right side, and that's going to be complete for a first down onto the Miami 28.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match, but give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
On 1st down, Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Buccaneers coming back out after a 6-yard run by Saquon Barkley.
They'll
Handing
run
it
again
right
with
back to
Barkley.
Saquon. I think he might have gotten 1 yard
Just
out
a
of
yard
that.
on the pickup there,
I
and
think that's
it'll
how
leave
they'll
them
score
with
it. 3rd and 3 now on the
But when you go
21-yard
from
line.
2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
Some strange stutter animations, but Saquon ultimately gets 4 yards on the play, and that'll count as a first down. So Buccaneers are up to the 17-yard line.
This is
done.
ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. From the red zone now, Prescott.
Dak got a lot of time to think. Ends up scrambling to the right side, and he's going to take it himself. Looks like he's got a path to the end zone, and he will break the plane. Touchdown, Tampa Bay, Dak Prescott.
17 yards
Green Dakota Prescott. His phone.
on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good.
Really
So
is
good,
there?
he just decided to make a play of his own, and it
Did not
worked
know
out.
that.
Yeah, y'all can wonder if they think to
R-A-Y-N-E.
themselves,
That's his
was the
first
coverage
name.
too good to allow him to run the football? I think you probably take your chances with him doing
Dak is a
exactly
short form of his
that, and he
name.
beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point put
Makes
through
sense.
by Boswell.
Anyway, Boswell's
And that
extra
makes
point
this
is looking
a
good.
9-point
Tampa Bay
game.
takes a lead 21-12 now. 4:30 left in the 3rd quarter.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Dolphins going to start this drive out on their own 21.
Bit of the edge after back-to-back.
Let's see how they answer back on that last touchdown. They answer back by Ezekiel Elliott absolutely hurdling him in.
Now to be
on his way to a 2-yard gain.
Patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and
sick
force
fucking
something
hurdle, though.
that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson finds his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Completion and some yards after the catch to Evan Ingram, getting the Dolphins up to the 38-yard line and getting a fresh set of downs.
I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
Russ on
I
a
think he
QB
knew
option.
right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary
Finds his
guy.
way
I think
to
he
a
read
first
that as soon
down
as he got to the line of
at
scrimmage.
the 49-yard
Knew
line.
where the pressure was
The
going to
Buccaneers'
come
40-yard
from.
line,
And said,
so
I know how to beat
49-yard line.
that, and that's what he did. Normally we're talking
First
about
down,
quarterback duel where
and
they're
pass midfield.
matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And he is met in his tracks.
We're losing a yard on the rush here. It appears Russell Wilson
It's
is
a
in the
1-yard
zone.
loss. That's going to bring up
Don't
2nd
know
and
that
11.
his zone ability is very useful in slow sim, so CPU by CPU. It might be, but basically it's blitz radar, so he gets a notification on each player other than the normal front for that are planning to blitz on that play.
He'll be taken down at the 48.
So he knows how many passes are coming in.
2
I don't know
yards.
if that feeds into the decision making or not. It might just be like a user
No,
awareness
not at
thing.
all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
But that's what his does.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Eckler's not having a good game.
No, he's had a couple good receptions, but his pure rushing stats are pretty mediocre. Ooh, fumble here. Russell taken down by Shaq Barrett, and a fumble recovered by Ndamukong Suh. No challenge on the play, so that's going to stand. Buccaneers taking the ball over on Miami's 47.
Yeah, caught up to him. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Screenplay to Saquon. He finds a hole between the two first defenders to meet him. He gets himself past the first down marker. And out of bounds on the tackle.
Now we get into the
Up
psychology
to
of the whole thing
the
because
Miami 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30.
Saquon, if he had another carry, gets himself about 4 yards on the play.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
That's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. So right now, we have Andy leading Crayon 21-12 with 1 quarter left to play.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Prescott from the gun. Looking left side,
Derek
it's
finding
complete.
DJ
He's
Moore
got
over
it.
the middle.
And he's
About
got
a
another
15-ish
first
yard
down as
gain.
he's brought down
Maybe
at
less.
the Dolphins'
First and 10 now, up to the 19-yard
12
line.
yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they
The
trust
sun
their
is
quarterback.
setting.
He's been able to throw it well.
Noticeably
They
darker here in
continue
the
to
fourth
throw
quarter.
these safe passes.
Saquon sheds a
Who can
tackle.
blame him?
And able to
Works his
break
way up for
one
about
tackle,
8
but
yards.
they're
That's going to be
quickly brought
second and
down.
one.
Nice
So
little
that's
gain.
9 yards.
A nice run there, 9 yards. And
On the
it'll be
11-yard
second
line
down.
now.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Dak going to scramble on this one. Ooh,
His
more of an
pass clock
improvise.
at the 4.
Throws it just before hitting the
He'll
line of
get this
scrimmage.
down inside
Complete to
the
A.J.
5
Brown
and
as
the
momentum
4
takes him out of
before he's
bounds. That's going to be first and goal on the 4-yard
7
line.
yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Now Prescott. Being chased out left.
Dak scrambling
He'll get just a
on a
yard on the
rollout play.
scramble.
Gets
It's
himself
second
2
down.
yards before getting pushed out of bounds. Second and goal now on the 2-yard
But
line.
instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the 2 now. Second
Jumbo
and goal.
formation here. 3 tight ends, fullback, and a running back here. That's going to be an ISO run with James Robinson, who finds his way forward just enough to fall into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on
10
to their
minutes left in
lead.
this game, and looks
Second
like
effort there,
Crayon's
he
going
was
to have about a
determined to find pay dirt, and he
16-point
did.
deficit to
I think
make
that's
up.
a great example of what coaches talk about.
I speak too
a
soon.
back that runs behind
Currently a
his
15-point
pads, and
lead.
he uses pads
Buccaneers
to
are
get him
going
into
for
the end
2
zone.
to try to make it 17.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. His
Finds a
pass
man,
clock at the
Mike
4.
Williams, but he pulls him out of the end zone for the reception, and he gets tackled before getting back in there. So that's going to be a failed 2-point conversion. 15-point lead maintained for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 27-12.
Unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think.
So they were
maybe
trying to
few
stretch
more
it into a
attempts at
3-possession
running.
game. Do not succeed, so it stays a 2-possession game. Still 10 minutes and a lot to overcome for the Dolphins. Not impossible. Certainly not impossible.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Sorry about that. Walked away and got locked into a bit of a conversation. Looks like 3rd and 11 here.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And
Ooh,
there he is.
overthrows his receiver, and the ball lands incomplete. 4th and 11 now on the 24. With 8:44 left, and this far backed up, you have to imagine they're thinking punt, but this 15-point deficit might persuade them otherwise.
Here's Matt Hawk now.
Punt unit
As
is out
he's on
there,
to
so
punt
unless
for
this is a
Miami.
crazy-ass fake, it looks like they're going to flip possession here.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well.
DJ Moore making moves, spins a guy. There's a flag on the play. That's going to be holding on the Buccaneers. So move it back 10 yards. Buccaneers going to start this drive on their own 23.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Oh, and Dak throws a pick right off the bat. Xavier Howard getting an interception, the NFL interception leader from this past season. So that's a huge gift for the Dolphins. That's one way to get some field position advanced really quickly. Completion to the right to Cole Beasley, so that's going to be 2nd and 7. And they are on the Buccaneers 23 at this point.
To give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep
Wilson
it
scampering away, but he fumbles on the tackle, and that's going to be recovered by Sean Murphy Bunting, maybe? Yeah, Sean Murphy Bunting. So,
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
turnover scuttlebutt all ends up being moot because the Buccaneers are starting off their drive still on the 23-yard line as they did right after the punt.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to
I
start
take
the
it back.
drive. Now
After the
Brown,
catch,
he
A.J.
lost the
Brown gets
football.
stripped of the ball, and
To the 32
Noah Igbenogany recovers
From the
it.
32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Miami's starting a new drive here on the Buccaneers 42.
Following the fumble recovery,
This is
it's
bonkers.
Wilson.
Russell scrambling again, finds a man, flag on the play. That might be an illegal forward pass. Oh, roughing the passer on Vita Vea, so tack on an extra half the distance to the goal after the play. First and goal on the 7 for Miami. Holy shit.
Wilson.
There's a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, it was like 3 in a row. Shucks one over to Terry McLaurin's part of the field, but Terry doesn't even jump at it. Granted, it was probably overthrown a little bit.
It's actually harder to throw
Falls
the
incomplete,
ball in
2nd and goal,
situations
still on the
during that
7.
tight coverage. You see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. Forced
Also
out
looking
to
like
his
he's
left.
scrambling yet again. Got the ball in his left hand. No defenders there, so Russ has free passage into the end zone. Touchdown Miami.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins
18 to
use the short
27 at the
field to their
moment. We'll be
advantage
curious
as
to
they
see if
cash
they
in
kick the
for
extra
6.
point to be down 8 or if they go for 2 now.
The quarterback run
to
has
go
eaten him
down
up all
7.
game long, and there he goes again, this time
now.
into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm
Lining
seeing,
up for. So there it is.
absolutely running almost with impunity.
27
He's
to
not worried about
19
his
now.
body. He's not
Buccaneers
worried
lead.
about
7
sliding. He's not
minutes
worried about
left in the
protecting
game.
himself. He's worried about
Buccaneers
getting
about to
yardage. If
receive.
you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start
what a
figuring out what
mess
these
that
blocking
was.
schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
On 1st down, Barkley takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes,
That's
take
what
care of the
Buccaneers football
football.
is
Yes,
built
gain
on.
yardage, but stay in bounds.
Saquon Barkley
and let
falling
that clock tick.
forwards.
Yes, sir.
From the 27, Prescott. Over the middle here to Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Pass complete to A.J. Brown, 4 yards on the play, 3rd and 2 now coming up.
And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down.
There we go. Saquon Barkley, another 4 or 5-ish yards. That'll be good for a first down. Up to the 36-yard line.
I would hope that one day we'll be able to
solve
solve this
in motion.
Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first
Dude,
quarter.
actually, how hilarious would it be if Crayon scores again and then misses the 2-point conversion so that I still win the game, but the Buccaneers don't cover, so Jacob stays on his losing streak.
The difference between that and a pass blitz,
That'd be
you're
great.
trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground.
Like, that's certainly live right
You're
now.
actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Completion to Saquon, gets himself past midfield. That's going to be a 1st and 10 on the opponent 48.
16 yards of first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Mike Williams was wide open on that crosser route, but I don't think Dak looked at him once. Finds an open DJ Moore for a much bigger play. About 29 yards on that reception. 1st and 10 now up to the Miami 19-yard line.
29 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Prescott on 1st down.
Dak, you want to do something?
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Overthrows his receiver.
He was trying to go back
Incomplete.
to more there, but it's going to be second down.
Damn
One
it.
thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB.
3:12 left in the game.
Hung
This
out to
formation
dry a
looks
little
very
bit there on the high
run-esque.
throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Stand corrected. Dak scrambling right though, and so he's going to keep the ball. Get down, Dak. If you fumble that, I swear to God. Okay, Dak taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal now for the Buccaneers. Clock continues to tick now south of 3 minutes.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And he's in
Oh,
the
finds an
end
open
zone.
DJ Moore in the front corner of the end zone. Takes out a cameraman as he runs out his momentum. That's going to be a touchdown for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here with 2:23 left in the game. Expanding that lead to
ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away.
It's hard.
I think one of my kids just
definitely hit the
graduated
over
in the
already.
time they had the football. That was absolutely
Whatever, extra point, so that's a 15-point game. Okay, so keeping the game in the spot where if the Dolphins do get 2 touchdowns, they need at least 1 2-point
stay ahead
conversion.
of the chains. I'm using every cliche I know. But that's how you get
34-19.
it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dolphins.
I'm about to go home. All day, baby, all day. Don't make me come down there.
2-minute warning coming in here. Miami on their own 30 with a fresh set of downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson.
We're also sensing the pressure and getting that ball out, but safety sails out of bounds.
And incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard
Second
line.
down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the
Did
catch,
Moore
but
just help
after
Evan
that
Ingram
play,
up after he got
he joins a
tackled?
growing band of players that's putting that
DJ,
stereotype
don't touch
right
the
on
other
its heel.
players. Came off the sideline to do that. That's a new animation.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly.
Ross chucking one off his back foot. Nearly completes it down, and Robinson down on the sideline, but it falls incomplete. Second down here on their own 42.
They've got the lead.
Still a minute 45 remaining in the game, and all 3 timeouts on both sides of the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything out.
Vita coming in almost untouched. Russell Wilson gets the ball out, but it bounces off him and falls incomplete.
The biggest teaching point.
Third down.
Get your head around. Locate the
Clock still
football
stops,
so you
though.
can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly
I
what
will say, the Dolphins have done a very good job of stopping the clock, whether they make a positive play or not.
Again, Wilson. Now a
Rocket out of Russell Wilson here. But that is thrown just a little short and caught by the Buccaneers defender. Who's that, Jamel Dean maybe? He gets a solid return off of it too, back up to the Miami 49.
First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the
3
ball
turnovers
3
on each
times
side so
are
far
out
this
there.
game.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll try to run some clock here
That is
as
a
they
lot.
keep it on the ground. Now the Dolphins
It looks like
burn
it's
the first of
run
their
time for the
timeouts.
Buccaneers, where
As they'll
the
get it
Dolphins
with
will
just
now
under
be burning their
90
timeouts.
seconds
They burn the
remaining.
first
This,
of the
in all
3 here
probability,
after a
another run
Saquon
here
run
on
for
2nd
2.
and 8.
Let's see what they do here after this Saquon
They'll
run.
go to Barkley again.
They give Saquon about 6 or 7 on that play and use their next timeout. But that's going to be a 3rd and short coming up.
Before what'll be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 1 to be more precise.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
Saquon gets past the first down marker and the 3rd timeout comes up. So I think the rest of this game is just going to be ceremonial clock running. The Buccaneers are going to secure that third place finish in this tournament. 1:18 left on the clock, so they only need 2 downs to knock off the rest of it. Rain going to take a knee, 1 of 2.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
And waits long enough before snapping for the second one, 2 of 2.
And that should just about do
So
it.
that ought to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a
34-19
knee
is
to
going
end
to
a
be your
game,
final score
that means
here.
you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front
Good
of your
game
home
to
crowd,
Crayon.
isn't there?
Both teams
And
fought
the
hard.
home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen.
I feel like I just
Chalk this one up in
benefited
the
from like
left-hand
random big
column for a
plays.
win.
Yeah, that's right.
Which
Head
I
to the
will
locker room,
absolutely
throw the
take.
wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. get to share it with the home team.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home
All right,
before
taking a
you
quick
even
look
take
through
off.
some stats
Lucky.
here. Offensive yardage, Buccaneers had the Dolphins covered 426 to 284. So I guess that final point spread is more representative of the offensive production, at least more than the last game we saw. Turnovers, 3 on each side. Lots of turnovers going on, especially that one with 3 in quick succession. But I guess it all comes out in the wash as they do end up even. Quarterbacks had an okay day. Dak with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions thrown. Russell with close to 50% completion percentage, which isn't great, and 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Well, that's the wrong button. Okay. Rushing-wise, Russell Wilson led the way with 105 yards and a touchdown. Dak had 56 and a touchdown. Saquon had 79. Otherwise, James Robinson and Andrew Beck, the fullback, also contributed to the 6-pointers that went up on the board. Receiving-wise, a couple of 80-plus yard performances out of DJ Moore and A.J. Brown, and a touchdown out of each of them. And then the other touchdown coming from Allen Robinson, where he absolutely posterized Antoine Winfield. Lots of sacks in this game. We got 8 in total. Shaq Barrett with 2. Devon Godchow, I probably butchered that, with 2. Raekwon Davis with 2. Levante David with 1. And Sue and Vea sharing 1. Interception-wise, we had 3. Xavier Howard, Jamel Dean, and Byron Jones. Pass deflection, Xavier Howard had a couple. Igbenogany had 1. Jones had 1. Dean and Winfield each had 1. Forced fumbles, there were 4 of them. 2 on each side. And then 3 recovered. 2 by Tampa Bay and only 1 by... I'm blanking. Miami. That's the town. You know, that little city. All right, taking a look at the bracket. We are almost done. This was our second to last match. We now have everything settled except for the big one. That's going to be Rob. That's going to be Gibby. And that's going to be tomorrow night. We're going to target 7 p.m. Central to start the broadcast. I have a little bit of a little bit of pre-show going on. So if you don't care about that, maybe tune in about, 50 minutes later than that. But that's going to do it for us today. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow, and hopefully that'll be enough time for everyone to pick their draft spots. Cheers, everyone. Have a great night.